Why, hello everyone, it's me, Smoothbrain, and today I've got another beauty battle for you guys, and we're going to look at who's going to be the swan of the ball, or whatever they call that, in Bridgerton. Will it be Pat McGrath Labs with her Bridgerton collection, or the new collection by Nyx? And just to let you know, I haven't gotten everything in the collection from either one of these, but we'll take a look at what's included from what I have, and then we'll try one side, and see who comes out the winner. Now, one thing I will tell you is there's a huge price difference in Pat McGrath and the Nyx collection. So if price is your object, there's no question that Nyx is the one to go with. But let's see if their quality is any good as well. So I'm going to start off taking off my glasses, and I'm going to put on, I'm going to put on some of this face glue, and it looks so cute. It's a Nyx face glue that comes in a little glue type of bottle. So let's see how this works. Oh, that's not how it works. It just comes off like the cap comes off like that, so. It looks like glue as well. Well, let's just put some of that on. And I don't have any foundation from either of the two, so I'm going to just use my little sample of the House Labs one. I love this stuff. This is like the best. And as soon as the Sephora sale is announced, I'm putting it on my wish list so I can get that, because this is like my perfect type of formula. It's thin, it's a medium coverage, and it doesn't crack or get caught in any of my little wrinkles, so I love it. And I'm just going to put some up here. And I'm using an IT Cosmetics brush for foundation. I do use a sponge a lot as well, but I love this foundation brush. If you want to find out more about that, go and see my haul from Ulta. Okay. Now, I'm also going to put on some eye primer, which I don't have any eye primer from either of those as well. So I'm going to put on some eyebrow pencil just to fill out my brows a little bit more. I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This one's not too waxy. I really hate waxy ones. They never work on my eyebrows, so this one's good. Voila. I'm going to use some eye primer, and today I'm going to try and use this stick concealer as an eye primer and see how that works. This is from Tier. And it's pretty light, so it will be a good one to use, I think. Let's try that out. And I'll use a concealer brush. Okay, let's look at the other products that I have here. So first, from Pat McGrath, I have two lip products. I don't think these were part of the Bridgerton collection, but I did want to include some of her lip products. I have a lipstick in the color Amour. Amour, my love, Amour. And I have a lip gloss in the color Sunset Rose. I also have two highlighters here. One is this champagne-y gold color. And that color is, does it have the color back here? Divine Glow highlighter iconic iconic indiscretions and whistledown notoriety may result with prolonged use. So I don't think it has a name on it, but it has special packaging with the Bridgerton collaboration on there. And then this one is called Extreme Gold number 2. So this one is very, very gold. And if we swatch those out, this is going to be too dark for me, but I think this one, which is iridescent gold as well. Wait, is it? Is really like a light, very light gold. So that's what those look like. We also got a cheek palette by Pat. And the cheek palette has 2 blushes and another highlighter. And it has a mirror there too. And those cheek products, there's a very pinky one. And then there's like a rosy one. And the highlighter is like a light champagne. So we got pink, rose, and champagne. Now, I will mention that these are not the same formula as some of her other products that are baked. And they are made in Italy, though. So the very pink one is called Cherish, then Nymphette, and then also Venus Nectar. Venus? Yes, Venus Nectar. And then finally for Pat, we have the eyeshadow palette. And again, it's in a very heavy cardboard box. And this is like a magnetic close. It's got a mirror, and then it's got 6 colors. And there was another palette that had very similar colors, but I think it's had a green instead of a blue, or a blue instead of a green or something. So let's just swatch those real quick. There's these cute little bumblebee embossings on them, and one is a lady, like a cameo of a lady. So those look like this. And I'll give you a hint. You don't even need to buy the blushes in this, because both the blushes and both the eyeshadows can be used. These 2 pink ones can be used as blushes here. I've used them before. And the highlighter here, this one can be used as a highlighter. So, and then we have 2 more. So that's what those look like. And that's what they all look like together. It's a very pretty palette. Let's see, what are the names of these? They are Iconic Ingenue, Art of the Swoon, Regency Blue, which has some green in it. I really do think there's like a little blue-green there. Plum Regalia, Duchess Divinity, and Love Match. The Plum Regalia is really pretty. And the Duchess Divinity is pretty too. It's like a darker satin color. So that's everything from the Pat collection. Let's see what is in the Nyx collection. I'm going to clean off and make some room for my swatches from Nyx. I'm really excited about this. I got a slightly different color highlighter than ones that were on there too. So there's no cheek product, but there is a lip product. And I'm going to see if any of the eyeshadows can be used as a blush. In fact, this highlighter might be able to be used as a blush if I can figure out how to open it, because it is like a rose gold. The first thing is a highlighter. It's called the Royal Highlighter from Bridgerton. And it's a really pretty pink rose gold. It's called Iridescent Peach. So, ooh, that's really nice and like silky. So yeah, that can actually even be used as a blush lighter. So maybe we'll do some of that. Then we have an eyeliner glitz. And there were two colors for this, a silver and a gold. And I got the gold color. And the gold color is called Glitz in Gold. And the packaging's pretty. Again, it's got like some special packaging for Bridgerton. Guys, I am like really getting into all of these crazy collaborations lately. That's pretty. I don't know if you'll be able to see it really well, but we'll try and show you it. It's a very light gold, and it's like a brush applicator. Then we also have the Royal Butter Gloss, and this color is BRG01. Angel Food Cake. Angel Food Cake. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know if it... We'll see if it tastes like angel or smells like angel food cake when I put it on my lips, but I can't smell it right now. And then finally we do have the Lady in Silver palette from Bridgerton. It looks like this. It's got this cute little like strap that holds it together when you're storing it. And then, how does this, oh, there's tape on it, of course. If we open it up, oh, this is two, we don't have an eyeshadow palette. We have two blushes. So we have number 1 and number 2. And they look like this. These are pretty though. So what I might do is actually use, oh, those are very pigmented, is use the blushes for my look, my eyeshadow look, and we'll see if that works out. Okay. So I don't believe I got anything else as far as eyeshadow from this collection. We just got the eye pen. So we primed our face. We put some foundation on. Let's get started, and we'll do the NYX side first on one side, and there's no mirror on this, by the way, either. So we're gonna do the NYX on one side and the Pat McGrath on the other side. So let's put this. This is very pigmented. It's very like rosy pink, like pink. I'm going to put this even under my eye just to give a flushed look. It's very pigmented. And then I'm going to put this in my eye as well. So, not in my actual eyeball, on my eye. So I'm going to use a fluffy brush and put it all across. And I liked how I did that yesterday with the pink, the purple right next to my nose. So I'm going to try that with the pink here. And then put a more defined amount in the corner. So put the darker color in the corner here. And I'm going to put some underneath too. Now remember, if your eyes aren't sensitive, you should definitely not just go put things on your eye if you haven't tested them first. But I know my eyes, they're not sensitive, and I do like to really play with different products. So I always try to see what else I can use things for. And we're going to put this highlighter, a beautiful highlighter, not only as a highlighter, but we're going to put it across the eyelid too, to give a shimmery effect. Look at that. That's pretty. That's a pretty highlighter. And I took it all the way up even under the brow bone, and you could just shear it out a little bit under the brow bone. Look at how glowy that is on the cheek. That's really nice. And then I'm going to take this liner and we'll try and put a line across my lashes here. I will say I don't feel like this is showing up that well. Yeah, this is not the best liner I've ever used. Wah wah! And then we'll do the half lip with this beautiful color. And remember, this is just a gloss, so we're going to be comparing it to a lipstick. But I mean, if you like pinks, this is a really nice collection. Okay, let's play with the Pat McGrath stuff. So I am going to use the pinker blush here to mimic what I've done on this side. Let's just do that. I don't know how pigmented this one will be. It's less pigmented, but I do think it's buildable, so. That's pretty close in color, to be honest. Do you guys watch Bridgerton? I still need to catch up. I'm on the 3rd season and I can't seem to get to the through that 3rd season, so maybe this winter when there's nothing to do outside and stuff. And then this is much more gold, but this is pretty too. Wow, that's really shiny. Just going to blend it down a little bit. So you can see this one has much more of a pinky white reflect, and this one has a golden reflect. Okay, now let's play with the palette. And to start with, I'm going to go into this lighter pink here, which is called Art of the Swoon. The Swoon! And again, this is not as pigmented as the side with the NYX. But you can build it up, which is always nice. And these do look like they're baked into the, as opposed to the blushes, these are baked. And then I'm going to go into this, what's this called? The darker pink, which is called Plum Regalia. And we'll get a smaller brush for that. This is more red than the other color from the NYX, but it's also very pretty. And that packs on really nicely, so. Where did I put that brush for? arch of the swoon. I want to build that up a little bit more. Just put a little bit of that down below, just like we did with the other side. And for the, I'm going to try this color here, which is called Duchess Divinity, in the corner and blend it out. Yeah, that's like a totally different color. With this lighter color called I can't read without my glasses. Iconic Ingenue here. I think this Pat McGrath collection came out after the first season when Renee was still in the show. I love Renee. He's so cute. Alright, I got way too much pink on my nose here, so let's wipe that away. And we'll put a little bit of I'll just touch that up. You can always touch things up if you mess them up. Always remember that. And I don't have any liner for this side. Not that it made that much of a difference on this side. And then for the final look, I have these lipsticks. So this is the one called Amour. And I don't remember where I got this lipstick or when. It's a pretty lipstick. Probably in some kind of set. And then for some gloss on top of the lipstick, and by the way, that NYX one does not taste like anything or smell like anything. I mean, it does smell a little sweet, but it's not very strong at all. So let's put some mascara on, and then we will take a look at the final look, and I will give you my final thoughts. Come in closer for a final look. What do you guys think? So here are my thoughts. Even though I apparently did not get the eyeshadow palette, if there is one, I'll leave the link down in the description. These blushes are gorgeous, and I was able to use them quite easily on the eyes. Again, you need to do your own test. And I would say the star of this show is, for NYX and for the entire Bridgerton collections, the two of them, is this highlighter. I love this highlighter. It's so pretty. And it's a peach color. This is probably going to go right in the trash. I didn't really get any payoff from it at all. And then I really enjoyed this butter gloss, so the butter gloss is worth it. As far as the Bridgerton collection from Pat McGrath, this is a very pretty highlighter. I do like this highlighter a lot. Again, these blushes are pretty pigmented, and I only used the pink one there, but I've used them before and they're nice. The one thing that I will say is, if I look at these colors and I try to put them together, this brownie color doesn't really go with these two pinks. Maybe if you use these three colors, they might go together better. But this is like too brown for the pinks in the collection. And I didn't even try this blue one, which is really pretty. But yeah, they're nice, but are they worth the price? Again, these are so expensive, and look, it's this look. It's so close that I really think the winner in this case. Poor Pat, she's lost twice in a row now. The winner in this case is Nyx. So tell me what you think. Tell me if you have any of the Bridgerton collections at all. If you watch Bridgerton, who's your favorite character? I really like Jonathan Bailey too. He does a lot of voices in video games, and that's how I got to know him first before he was even on Bridgerton. And now he's popping up in everything like Wicked and stuff like that. But anyway, leave a like and subscribe, and don't be sad, be happy, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!